Hey guys, what's up? Kip here, and today we're going to be talking about the microtransactions used in Paragon and how I think Epic really lost a lot of money on microtransactions, how they could have done it better, and how it's actually very, very important as to why the game ended in the way that it did. I feel like if money or if potential cost was like one of the things that stop Paragon from progressing, then this is like a very, very easy solution. I'm not really sure why they didn't look at their predecessors and try and adopt a similar microtransaction model. So we're going to start by talking about the actual Paragon microtransaction model, then comparing it to the competitors in the market, aka other MOBAs. I'll be using Smite and League as the primary examples, as are the games I'm the most familiar with. So let's just kind of get right into it. So for those who, obviously, all of you guys probably from my channel have played Paragon, I'm assuming, but I'll just reiterate what the microtransaction model was. It was the fact that you could buy coins, which is the currency based off of money, which you could acquire from some level of progression, not much, and you could also get it from actually spending money. So there were a few ways to get it outside of actually spending money, but it was like very, very limited, and like that's okay. That's okay for the most part. That's not really the issue. The issue is, even though Paragon's like a very, very high fidelity game, and there are a lot of really, really cool skins because you have a lot of options in terms of these high fidelity games. For instance, like the Rampage skin was like one of the first ones. The Rampage had being like the Rock Rampage. Really, really cool. But the thing is that and it's same with like the Undertow Gideon and like Ruby Scarab or Magma Grux, like things like this. They're really, really cool. The issue is kind of, first of all, the chests. The chests being completely RNG makes it so that you don't really feel like you're getting the most out of your money. Like, you know, you might have to potentially spend up to upwards of like $100 for like a very specific variant of a skin that you want, as there's a lot of different recolors of these really cool skins. You know what I mean? There's like the black or the brown and orange, or the black and yellow, or brown and yellow Rampage rock variant. There's like the white one. There's the snow one. There's like the default one, and there's so many different variants to these skins that it's like if you want a very specific one, like it doesn't really feel rewarding or put your money into it. Another thing that's like very, very small is load screens. There are like no load screens in Paragon, and it's designed to not have a load screen, but I feel like this is like almost that extra little push that you need in terms of microtransactions or make people try and buy these skins. So whenever you load up into a game in League or Smite, you will see a character portrait while you're loading up into the game, and you will see the selected skin, and it will like change the name and all this stuff. And it's something you see every single game, and I think that's something you can't really understate. Every single game you see, boom, like this is my skin or whatever. And it's something, until you experience it, you probably might not understand. If you've only played Paragon, you haven't played other MOBAs, but once you play it, you'll understand what I'm saying. I can't really verbalize it as it is like very much like an emotional thing, I guess, or just like a psychological thing. But like, I would actually encourage you to go onto these games, play it, and then just see somebody's skin and go like, wow, that's a really cool splash art. That's a really cool skin, and all this stuff. Another thing is just the fact that besides the fact that you didn't really feel rewarded for your money, and also there wasn't like that little bit of extra push, I do also not like, and some people might not understand this as soon as I say it, I don't like that you got so much for free in Paragon. I think it was a really big mistake for them to have all this progression where it's like, oh, you know, you play, you get these chests, and then you get the keys eventually, and all this stuff. I think it's a really, really bad model. The reason why is, like, you know, people go like, oh, you know, it's so much free stuff, it's really high quality content, it's all for free. Yeah. But the issue is like, once you realize the fact that like it's just all RNG, where like somebody could have a variant that you spent a lot of money on, but he didn't spend any money on it. It de-incentivizes it even more, first of all, and also you don't really get that same feeling of like when you actually purchase a skin for your favorite hero. Let's say for me it was like Magma Grux, like that was like by far my favorite skin, and probably a bunch of other people's favorite skin as well. But the thing is that since it was tied to RNG for the most part, you never really felt like that it was your skin, like anybody could just have it. So for instance, I'm gonna switch scenes really quick, and well, but first let me explain. In League, in season 3, I was playing predominantly a hero called Zed, which is like, if you don't know, I'm gonna switch scenes now and show you. This was Zed's default skin, which if you see he's a ninja, looks pretty cool, pretty edgy, you know, all this stuff. Has some shurikens on his back, really, really cool. So this is the default skin. I paid money, and this is like one of the first skins I bought. I paid money for this skin, which is his like white variant, which has like different shurikens and just like all this stuff. And these are splash arts, by the way. You would see these whenever you load up into the game and all of this, and it was really really cool to sort of like see this image, and I felt like this was my skin, even though other people could have it. It's like people had to pay for it, and it was my skin. You wouldn't just see it every single game, and like it was like synonymous for me at the very least that this is my skin. And you never really got the same feeling in Paragon. Like I said, the only one that I got that with was Magma Grux, but then other people had it as well, so it wasn't really the same feeling. So I really do feel like Epic missed a really, really big payout in terms of their microtransaction model. Is just kind of like the biggest thing I want to say. The fact that it's tied to RNG, the fact that there's so many variants that you could just randomly get, and the fact that you basically just get it all for free by playing anyways, was just a really, really bad model. And the thing is like, while I do enjoy getting things for free, if the game would have stayed alive because they had this microtransaction model, which ultimately I don't think it would have, but I think it definitely would have helped. And I think changes like these like should have happened. And I feel like this is just untapped revenue that a company's not going for, and I just don't really understand like why they chose the model that they did. Doesn't really make any sense to me. Well, anyways, guys, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this piece as always. Like, comment, subscribe, Discord, and all my social links are down below. And peace.